Pause. I'm gonna let y'all watch this video, but let's break it down first. I spent about 45 minutes figuring out how he swings. I looked at his feet, his knees, his waist, his shoulders, and his head. So we're gonna break all this down. I already did it. I'm just gonna read my notes so that this goes by a lot faster. So let's start on the takeaway. Pause right here. Okay. You can see him kind of shift his weight, but his feet don't actually move. His left knee slightly bent. Uh, and then, the weight's kind of like shifted forward once he gets to the top of the backswing. His waist, right? So if you look at his belt buckle, it's like pointed in line with his like right toe and the ball. Like where if you drew a line, that's where it meets. So like that's how much rotation he's getting. And then his shoulders, they're like fully facing the camera, where his back is towards the target. And then I think the most important part right here, we got his lead arm is like fully extended the entire way. His back arm's kind of like 90 degree, and then the club is obviously 90 degrees from his lead arm. The part I'm struggling with the most is his head stays locked in like on the ball. And I don't know if my shoulders don't have enough rotation or what, but it is really hard to keep my head straight at the ball, kind of like how his is. But I figured if I can match up to this as much as possible, it's going to help my technique a lot better. All right, moving on to downswing. So we got a slight squat as his knees point towards the target first, then his waist, then his shoulders, and then right now the club is parallel to the ground, and then it like the next frame, it like whips around to where the club head is like swinging. And then as that's happening, you can see his back heel is coming off the ground to turn, and he's putting a bunch of down pressure in his lead foot. Right, his waist is pointed ahead of the ball before he even hits the ball. And then on the follow through, y'all are about to see the lead foot still never moves. It like stays locked in the ground. Right hand goes back over the left hand, and then his little ballerina toe shifts with the head turn after the fact. So I spent an entire rain session working on all of that stuff. Here's a side by side comparison. It's not perfect, but it's better, and I can see what I need to fix. And then here's a really good swing, I think, doing that. And then here's the master at work.